How you doing, guys? It's Stephen here from James Glen Car Sales. Today we've got a BMW E90 M3. Yes, that's the four-door, exceptionally rare car, and even more rarer, being a manual. It's in Silverstone metallic, black Nevilo leather interior, just 5 owners and a whisker over 60,000 miles. Really nice original car. We shall take you around and let you see what the overall condition is like. We'll hop inside, let you see the interior, and then we'll get it started and let you hear what it sounds like. It's got an even Venturi air intake, which you probably won't hear on the startup, but it's more on induction under load when we're out driving it. But it's a really nice car, which obviously I'm going to say, and I'm really looking forward to letting you guys see what it's like. So let's get a look around. Bought directly off its previous owner through our We Won't Buy Any car buying service. Trying to get a nice owner E90 or E92 M3 is exceptionally difficult, and we were really chuffed when the owner got in touch. We ran it through the system and it came up with just the 5 owners. Overall, bodywork is in really good condition. Everything here at James Glen is all fully detailed, which leaves us this lovely swirl-free paint. There is a few stone chips, as you would expect, but given it's silver, it does hide them really well. But if you get right close, you will see a few little marks in the paintwork. Light lenses are in really good condition. There's no solar damage along the top of the lens. It's got a set of satin black kidney grills, and over this side you can see the light lens is in good order as well. A few stone chips along the leading edge of the bumper and right down around about the air intakes. But I would have to say, anybody that's going to travel, I don't think you're going to be disappointed with the condition. We do take the camera pretty close to the bodywork. At the moment we're about a foot away, so unless you're going to come and go down on your hands and knees to see this, you wouldn't see it unless you were literally right down close. The number plate plinth has been off at some point, and the paint's just coming off around about the edge, but this isn't part of the bumper. This is a plinth that is attached onto the bumper to allow a nice fitment of the number plate. Looking down the length of the driver's side, you can see if we get right down, it's very clean. There is no parking dents to report. So that's coming across okay on the camera, guys. Just having a look at the front passenger wheel. The car arrives with the wheels done in anthracite. So that really is just down to personal preference. We believe that the previous owner got them done because the diamond cut finish doesn't last, as anyone with a diamond cut wheel will know. They don't look too bad. Personally, I would be looking to do them back to the diamond cut finish, but that is really just down to personal preference. The finish is really good, nice and glossy. It's not all orange peely, and as you can see in by the spokes, it's had a fairly recent set of discs and pads. The disc faces are all nice and clean, and the calipers have been treated to a gloss black paint finish. As anyone who knows, it's just a standard single piston sliding caliper on this generation M3, and through time they can start to look pretty poorly, so they've been treated to a wee coat of paint, and it makes them look nice and tidy. Well, we're here having a look at the back bumper. You can see there's no scuffs or scrapes other than this tiny little mark here. Got a little bit of impact damage, but it's very minor. Looking down the length of the passenger side from the rear, again, same story, guys. It's not all ripply, it's not all full of parking dents. Just a really nice straight side, and the other side will be of similar condition, which we'll get round to in a minute. Rear passenger wheel, free from damage. It's also mentioning that we put a nice set of Michelin Continental Sport Contact tyres. I think one of them was about 6mm, and I think one of them had been tracked quite badly in our edge, and there was a bit of damage on the other one, whether that was a bulge or whatever. So anyway, the car got 3 new Continental Sport Contacts, because we don't fit budgets, mid-range or mixed tyres, and we always fit what should be on the car to keep it right. So back disc there, you can see is all nice and clean and fresh, wheel all good condition, and the tyre as per the front in good condition as well. Looking in through the passenger side, you can see that the driver's seat's in good condition. We'll give you a closer look at the bolster once I'm around there. We've got the split adjustable centre armrest. We've got the old school nice knurled aluminium or alloy iDrive, which was later replaced with a plastic item. So this is really nice. It's got a funny sound to it, which is quite satisfying, bizarrely. Manual gear, 6-speed manual gearbox. We've got electronic damper control as well, which is a nice option to have. What else we've got? We've got cup holders here. Set of factory carpet overmats. Doesn't have heated seats, which is quite odd. I would have been opting for the heated seats before EDC, however that's what we've got. Electric seats with 4-way lumbar adjustment, and then the usual wee button just in the corner here for inflating the bolsters. Entry plates are all in good condition, plastics, all free from any excessive scuffs, and the door card. Yeah, and some nice soft leather here carried onto the door cards. But yeah, everything is all good now. A wee tiny nick there, just where someone's ring's got it. So looking across the rear bench, you can see that there's no dents or any marks in the leather, and the same for the back of the front seats. Entry plates are all in good condition as well, and that goes for the door card as well. I need to point out that the shadow chrome has started to fade a little bit, just along the bottom of the doors. This is caused by certain types of chemical that can be used in car shampoos, toxic. What actually happens is this has got like a lacquer over the shadow chrome, and the lacquer goes cloudy, and that's what gives you this. There's nothing we can do with this, unfortunately, and we've had this with BMWs over the years. This generation seems to be worse than the rest. When we used to sell E90s and X5s of the age all the time, it was every car, bar perhaps 1 or 2 in 10, had that fatigue in the lacquer on the shadow chrome, which is a bit disappointing. However, that's just unfortunately part and parcel of this generation of BMW. Moving on to the rear, we've got the standard exhaust fitted on the car. We do also have, I think it's a Miltech or a Scorpion. It's just a catback system, but we felt that the car looked and sounded just right with the standard system back on it again. Bolt on, bolt off job took the guys about half an hour. Looking in the back quarters, very important, standard OEM seam sealer, both sides, which indicates that there's no replacement panels. All nice and clean in there as well. Boot carpet and everything's free from any stains, and when I say we've got a bit of a history file for the car, yes. Just a little bit of bedtime reading there, as well as a fully stamped up service book. Spencer has taken the time to scan in some of the big ticket items, which we have available for emailing in a PDF format. So if you would like to have a wee look through some of the larger ticket items, we've got them available for you. So looking down the driver's side now, we can see that it's all nice, clean and straight. No wonky reflections in the bodywork, and we can have a look at the back bumper here as well. It's all nice and clean. Just caught my eye, there's a tiny little imperfection just here, another wee bit of just something's nudged into it, similar to this one here. But again, guys, we're being super fussy here, but better being super fussy than not. At least that way you know exactly what you're coming to see if you do decide to travel to Airdrie to see us. Driver's rear wheel free from damage. Give back discs all nice and clean. And work our way down to the front. Take in the last angle. We can see it's all pretty much perfect, which is quite a strong statement for a 2008 car. I would have to say you'd need to be very, very fussy to find anything negative about the condition of the car. And another Continental, so say matching set of Contis, 3 of which are brand new, one of them was nearly new. Wheels all free from damage, bodywork all free from any dents, scratches or scrapes. Oh, hold on a second guys, very, very small mark here, which I'm probably struggling to pick up in the camera. See there, very, very slight. There's another mark there and one just here, but they're very, I mean, this is a good colour for hiding things, that's why I just noticed it, but on the camera hopefully you can just about make that out. Entry plates, a couple of scuffs more from us just getting in and out it because it was all clean, it was all valeted, a wee bit of water ingress just underneath the lacquer on the M3 entry plate. Door card free from any excessive shiny marks around about here. Electric window switches, these have got a rubbery coating which can sometimes peel, but they're all good. The same applies for this handle here as well. If you've looked at some other cars of BMWs of this generation, it can all start to peel and it looks terrible, but it's wearing really well. Backrest on the driver's seat, free from any excessive stretching in leather. Do have some wear on the very outer edge, predominantly here. No rip, you know, it's not through, no rips or tears, but it has taken the colour out of the leather with people getting in and out the car over the years. Outer bolster again, it's just lost its shape ever so slightly, but it's not, see, it's lost its colour there, but not here, just a wee bit of excess creasing in the leather. So we'll hop in, get it started. Here's the neutral, dip the clutch. 61,270 miles. Next service due in October next year. It's coming up with zero. It's coming for the service because we've got a zero clock because of a low battery. There's some protection in the back, some protection glass in the back there as well. Just aluminium, really, it's almost like a Spartan interior, but there's no frills. This was the first BMW 3 Series, I think the first BMW dashboard that was completely flat. The 3 Series before, the E46 etc, and before that the dashes were always canted over towards you, so this did take a bit of getting used to at the time, but because it is quite plain, I think it's aged really well. Even, you know, the sat nav, as much as it's very much old school, it's the way it flows with the dashboard. You don't have a big screen stuck on the dash. I think it works really well. We've got nice plain dials, 200mph speedo. This is the dynamic red line which fades back as the engine oil comes up to temperature. I believe the red line is 8,400 RPM, quite something for a 4 litre V8. Start stop button, again, these can be all worn and shiny in the middle, or white worn through in the middle, but it's all nice and clean. Cruise control down there as well. So the car's cold, as you can see, pretty much stone cold, so we'll not rev it too hard. Just give it a little rev up to 3,000 so that you can hear what it sounds like. Just hop out, make our way around to the back so that you can hear it from the exhaust side. Bonnet popped, we'll get a real look under the bonnet once we're around the front. Just sounds fantastic, such a tight, meaty sounding V8, and it responds so rapidly to the slightest of throttle inputs. You can tell we're quite enthusiastic about this generation of M3. So it has an Venturi cold air intake. So we've got a cone in here, the carbon intake plenum. Well, this is your plenum, the carbon intake pipe, and we've also got a carbon intake just down here as well. But overall, the engine bay is lovely and clean and tidy. Very impressive for a car of this age, in my humble opinion. The A65, one of the finest M engines ever produced, in our opinion. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments. Be interested to hear what you think. So there it is, guys. That brings us to the end of the video. Hope you found it useful. If we can help at all, please feel free to get in touch. There'll be a link to the car in the description below, and also as you're looking at an M car on YouTube, there'll be an M car review just up here, and please do consider subscribing to the channel, and you can do that just down here. Thanks again, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.